I use rule inside rule?
No, no. I
Okay.
never tried it, so you can try
Okay.
it from now. And I never tried the rule site rule. You can just create one. Group reporting is a very standard, you can say,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
standard options which are available. In BPC, we can active logics, we can have a business rules. Script logic was pretty useful in case of BPC, like to do a lot of customization. Here, there is no option for script logic. And you like that GR, anything zero. You can give like, you can also give asset equals liability. Like control is equals to error or like warning or information. But asset equals liability should be error only because if it is not tallying, then your balance sheet won't tally. The tolerance should always be zero in that case. And you don't see anything, right? So what you can do is just click this one. You can just give the name, asset, and that name would appear over here. Okay, now what this asset specify is like can be sum of y2d value because assets year to date. Then you can select the parameter like what kind of, so we can say financial statement item, so it could be like attribute or attribute value or based on any property value also you can give like also you can give value. You can just give one star like they have given. Then you can select the
I
equals
have a
to
small
value.
doubt here.
Yeah,
Year to date amount, right? So for
yeah,
example, I'm extracting a data from AC.com. So AC.com is contains a daily transactions,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
How will we calculate year to data amount in that?
Yeah, it's automatically calculated. So in group reporting is a periodic model, it's not a binary model. Okay.
Oh, automatically will calculate, right?
Yeah, based on the measure. So there are two standard measures available in group reporting. One is periodic, one is Y2D. And group reporting is a bit different from VPC. In VPC, we always used to prepare a consolidation model is Y2D model, but here it's a periodic model. And when once you select Y2D, what it does is it takes all the periods starting from 000 to the current period, and it clubs the value and brings the Y2D amount. Likewise, here you can give the other option, like you can just give the name liability, some up to date, financial statement, value. So likewise, you can give it. You
Yeah.
can just yeah, I got the point right. You just need to click save and activate. So once the rule is created, you can assign that rule to the method. Okay. So create
Yeah.
rule, assign rule to the method, then assign method to the entity. Okay. So whenever we run the validation for that entity, we should take the rules method, then we have assign validation method. Let's go there. There are certain task ID. So we have reported data validation, we have standard data validation, we have consolidated. So if we go to reported, we'll take a reported. Okay. So for this validation, we have SRD1 method. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Consolidation unit. Okay. So the validation method which we have created, right? You can just change it. Either you can give each entity or you can just give one. So we'll take Germany in our case. For Germany, now we'll assign the validation method which we have created. That's CD1. Okay. Just click.
Can you one second, please? Because from where this consolidation unit came back? Because we are given only method, right?
Yeah, so method we have given, so we need to assign that method to some consolidation unit, right? So that's what we are doing over here.
Okay, yesterday we have created a consolidation unit, right? That's what we have to give here.
Yeah,
That's one we have. Yeah, okay.
correct. Correct. Consolidation unit, yeah, it's the one we created, right? So we have gone through that. So we just need to assign it. Just click save. It's a transportable object. You can transport, or you can just so just you have assigned this the custom validation method which we have created to this method. Okay. Likewise, so this is the one we assigned for the reported data validation. You can see. Likewise, you can assign validation method to. So there is a task ID. Like you can similarly you can assign the same validation method.
Did we assign something like organizational structure to consolidation group and unit?
Yeah, we assigned right.
Okay, I'm just
We already.
recollecting. Can you
Yeah.
go again, please?
Okay.
Sorry, I missed that.
Consolidation was data. So this we have discussed right. Creation of consolidation unit. Go through this app. We can just give the consolidation unit you want to create. Like take for example, we have selected 1504 if you remember.
Mhm.
We have given India, then medium text also we can give
So
India.
this,
India as a country, then local
yeah,
currency.
okay,
Then we could give the
transfer.
method, local currency, then translation method we assign.
Mhm.
We can assign the validation method over here directly also, that's also possible. So
Mm.
we can assign reported data. So from here also we
Each,
can just
each unit we have to use one technique only.
come again.
Each unit, right? We have to assign only one task ID.
No, no, you can have reported and you can have multiple as well. So it's possible. So
Okay,
let
this
me
is applicable for chart of account level, right? Chart of account level, the version
oh yeah,
Y10, then
yeah,
period from Solar 2020. This unit will work. Whenever this unit will come into the picture, these validation rules and methods will come into the picture.
correct, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. So this flow I'm
Yeah, we have gone through it. We can release data from universal or
yeah.
flexible. So that's what we created 1504.
So then obviously this is the applicable at global parameters level.
No, no, the method is there. So you can assign method to any parameter, right? For 2020, 2020, any
Yeah, yeah.
parameter.
So whatever we are assigned, that level, that global parameter level, unit will come into the picture. Once unit is coming to the picture, all these will come into the picture.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So that was for the reported data validation. Similarly, you can assign the consolidated data validation. So for consolidated data validation, so if you see the reported data validation, you can assign the consolidation unit. So it is at consolidation unit level. Whereas the consolidated data validation, it is at group level. So you need to assign that validation to group level only, not the unit level. Let me show you. Okay. Similarly, reported and standardized data validation. Both the validation is done at the entity level because our data monitor we perform tasks based on the consolidation unit. So you can assign this validation directly to the consolidation unit. If you can see, okay. So you can see this is also at consolidation unit level. We have consolidation unit, then we have validation method, and also you can assign the same validation method to both standardized data and consolidated data, also at reported data, because you want to see assets equals to liability at local currency level also, and also at a group currency level. So for the same method, you can assign to the standardized data validation and the custom reported data validation, and also at the consolidated data validation. The only difference here is it's a group data, sorry, consolidated data validation, wherein instead of consolidation unit, you will assign the validation method to a group because our consolidation method, because our consolidation monitor, we perform the task for each group, not at the entity level. Into this one, now consolidated data validation. Here you can see that instead of consolidation unit, it says consolidation group.
Yeah.
So you can just assign your group, and this makes sense because our consolidation monitor runs on group instead of consolidation. You can just assign any group, just standard. You can group from to range also. You can assign it individually, and also validation method. The same validation method you can assign over here. So it's not like you create separate validation for each thing. You can just use the same validation. Now one would have question like we are assigning the same validation. So some would have issues like why we are assigning the same thing. So how it works is basically the same kind of validation, right? Assets equals to liability or okay. And basically this is the way you do assignment. So see, take for example, we have created a validation rule which is assets equals to liability. Now we will assign that validation rule which is assets equals to liability to our validation method. So in validation method, we'll create a group called balance sheet validation. In that balance sheet validation group, we will assign the rule which we have created earlier, which is asset equals to liability. And then in turn, we will assign that validation method to all these three validations. So how it works is, so first create a validation, which it would be like, take for example, asset equals to liability. Then we assign it to create method. Then we assign validation rule to method. And third step is like assign validation method to a respective task. You can say respective task. So we have three tasks, which is namely standard data, sorry, reported data, then we have standard data, then we have consolidated. Okay, so this is at consolidation unit level, this is at consolidation group level. Now same asset liability we assign to method, and the same asset liability is assigned to the all this validation reported standardized. So how it works is like for consolidation group level.
Yeah. What is the process-wise difference between a reported, standard, and consolidated?
Yeah, so if you see the reported is like at local currency. So your data would be at local currency.
Okay.
Reported standardized is after currency conversion. So all the entities would be converted. So take for example any entity is there. Okay. When we load the data, it is loaded in euro. So we do first validation in euro term as it equals currency. Then we perform currency conversion. Then again we do validation whether euro to USD which is converted, that entity USD also it is matching or not. And the third one is at group level. So it would be like combination of all the entities. So take for example this is 1000 entity. It was zero, validation works fine, so it's fine. And again we do currency conversion, it turns into USD, again the validation works. Then now the group level is like consolidation of everything, 1000, 2000, and 3000. So total of everything should also match. So that's the consolidated validation. So basically we are running the same artistical liability at three different levels. You getting
Yeah, yeah.
it?
Three different levels, but anyway, we have separate settings for that.
Yeah. So go to data monitor. We have reported data. So reported data is just after you load the data and you just calculate net income. But standardized data comes into the picture once you run the currency translation. So after running currency translation and before moving data to consolidation monitor, we just do a last validation after running currency translation. So it's a step is there at every each and every process. Local currency, then again after converted, then after consolidation. So we run this validation three times. Okay.
Yeah. We are not
Uh,
reached this place yet, right?
come again?
We are not reached to that place yet again, right?
Which place?
Data monitor we are not started, right? At as of now.
Yeah, but configuration is done, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Configuration. Yeah. This is just after running configuration. This is nothing actually. We just after doing configuration, this is user perspective. They just right click and update it. But I will show it to you how to modify the monitor in case if you want to assign new tasks and all. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's for the today.
Yeah.
We can continue intercompany matching and reconciliation for tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, we will be moving to the consolidation part, right? ICMR, then elimination, then investment equity, loading percentages, and all.
Okay.
Okay.